Salve signori, il Deep State, per cercare di manipolare le masse ed instaurare il nuovo ordine mondiale, ha bisogno di scatenare il caos, tra parentesi anarchia, per poi venderci la pace ripagandolo con la nostra libertà. Vi ho sempre consigliato di informarvi da più persone per capire le dinamiche di alcuni eventi, ma come sempre date peso alle stronzate raccontate dai media mainstream. State seguendo gli eventi di Minneapolis, la tragica morte dell'afroamericano George Floyd? Bene, non è come sembra ragazzi, ed oggi ve lo spiego. Dovete sapere che per scatenare il caos c'è bisogno di incattivire il popolo, e con la morte di George Floyd l'odio verso la divisa è salito alle stelle. Numerosi scontri si sono manifestati in America in questi giorni, numerosi agenti di polizia sono rimasti feriti, ma senza capire il perché di tutto questo razzismo. Il razzismo, sotto certi aspetti, non esiste. Ci inducono a farci credere che esiste perché un popolo incattivito è facilmente comprabile. Lo stiamo vedendo in America e lo vedremo anche in Italia grazie ai nostri cari politici burattini e schiavi di questo regime totalitario. Ora cercate di seguirmi. Se vi dicessi che l'afroamericano George Floyd e il poliziotto che lo avrebbe ucciso si conoscevano e lavoravano insieme come attori, mi credereste? Lo scopriremo alla fine di questo video leggendo i vostri commenti. Per cominciare, girovagando sui siti americani, sono venuto a conoscenza che il poliziotto Derek Michael Chauvin, pluripunito per abuso di potere e uso d'arma impropria, con 6 omicidi sulle spalle, in realtà fa l'attore, o meglio, la comparsa, mentre il finto ucciso George Floyd, da come riportato sul Washington Post, erano amici e lavoravano insieme da ben 17 anni in un club di nome El Rodeo. E questo non sono io a dirlo, ma il Washington Post, che ha ripreso le parole della vicepresidente del Consiglio e cittadino di Minneapolis, Andrea Jenkins, la quale egli stessa ha dato conferma delle parole dell'ex proprietaria del locale, Maya Santamaria. Ma non è tutto. Si vocifera che George Floyd abbia un fratello gemello che faceva rapine a mano armata. Insomma, gli elementi perfetti per inscenare la farsa dei servizi segreti americani. E mi immagino anche la scena. Ehi, stronzetto, preferisci che ti buttiamo in una fogna e gettiamo le chiavi? O fai ciò che ti diciamo di fare? In palio ci sono dei bei soldini. Basta recitare. E sapete perché sostengo questa tesi? Perché il mistero si infittisce quando alcuni giornalisti si precipitano ad intervistare i vicini della famiglia del poliziotto e loro, stranamente, non sapevano che Derek facesse il poliziotto. Questo è il video dell'intervista.
Why, are you worried? What do you got to be worried about? Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
They're...
Did you know the Chavez?
No. You know what? We did. We
Did
didn't
you
know he was
were
a
they friends?
cop.
I'm from the Daily Mail. Were they friends with anyone?
Oh, we were just talking about.
I'm from the Daily Mail.
We did. We
Did
didn't
you
know he was
were
a
they friends?
cop.
I'm from the Daily Mail.
We didn't know he was
Were
a
they friends?
cop.
I'm from the Daily Mail. Were they friends with anyone?
Oh, we were just talking about it this morning. Or, well, this afternoon.
What do you guys think about what happened?
It's terrible.
I've,
You guys don't agree with him? Okay. Thank
Who
you.
would agree with that?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
My
amazing.
neighbor don't like him.
that's sad.
Nobody likes him?
That's what we just discussed this afternoon.
Who
So
said that?
did they stay like to themselves? Is that why? Oh,
Who said nobody liked him? What's your name? So you got that? Why did they like him?
He just know when
I shouldn't say we didn't like
Right,
it.
you just didn't know him.
The wife is very
Very
nice.
nice. So, yeah.
We had no idea he was a cop. We thought he was a realtor.
So, yeah, very nice.
We had no idea he was a cop. We thought he was a realtor.
I kept saying, that's not him, that's not him. No. No, we're still shocked.
Do you guys know if he left or is he in his residence?
Oh no, there hasn't been anyone there.
No, they're,
They weren't there all day yesterday, were they?
I don't know when they went, but they're,
We're trying to figure out how they got out of here. I'm seeing the 4
we didn't
dogs.
see, my God.
5
Oh, they had 5 dogs?
Yes,
Prospective custody.
yeah, and then,
So you guys never saw him with the uniform on or anything?
we barely saw him.
Friendly kind of neighbor, just kind of that unfriendly neighbor, just kept to themselves.
I said good morning or something, maybe. Didn't give them a wave. And then she got
So is he?
Oh, okay, now I want to know.
So is he?
Yeah.
Chiaramente, per chi non lo sapesse o non avesse vissuto in America, dei vicini di casa si sa sempre tutto, proprio come da noi 50 anni fa. Ora, analizzati i protagonisti di questo grande spettacolo, ho proseguito la mia ricerca dando un'occhiata a cosa sta accadendo intorno a loro. Mentre gli afroamericani, pochissimi sudamericani e pochi bianchi che stanno distruggendo i negozi di un centro commerciale, entrando e spaccando ogni cosa, guardate la polizia cosa fa. Li assiste.
And they're going to take everything out, and the police are not going to respond. They're just going to point. Now they're in there bashing out everything. And they're taking everything. I can't go inside. It's too dangerous. But they are bashing out the entire store. They're bashing out the entire store. And they're all black. Everyone is black. No one is white. No one is Mexican. No one is Puerto Rican. Every one of them is black. I only see one Mexican or white person out here. And they're just going to let them raid. They're just going to stand here with guns. They just ran in all the stores. They just raided in all the stores. All right. I got it all on tape. And the police say, just get out of here. It's not safe. And they're not doing anything. As usual. And they say, you need to get out of here. As you can see, white people do not defend the nation, do not defend you, they do not defend your businesses. They don't do anything. They don't do anything. These officers did not respond, they did not react. They didn't do anything. And they're robbing all the stores in there. They're robbing all of them. You guys need to do something. This is ridiculous. They're robbing all the stores. You have to go after them. You cannot just stand there while they rob everybody. This is not how law enforcement is supposed to behave. As you can see, law enforcement is not behaving properly. Most of them look like teenagers, they look like kids.
In quest'altro video invece potete notare ben 50 agenti di polizia posizionare le loro auto in fila indiana, uscire, mettersi a 30 metri da esse e dopo poco potete vedere arrivare le cavallette e distruggere ogni cosa e dar fuoco alle auto dei poliziotti mentre loro stessi rimangono lì fermi a guardare.
Yo.
Check
this out.
Have been hijacked by violent radical elements. Groups of outside radicals and agitators are exploiting the situation.
Watch what's about to go down here.
Their own separate violent.
You're gonna see this live.
Chief, as you know better than I.
This is in Philadelphia.
Separate out the constitutional right to peacefully protest.
This is happening right on television.
In fact, and pardon me 1 second, you see there's a police car in another city in Philadelphia. We've been talking about this, now under attack.
I mean, this almost looks staged. This is right on TV. Watch this.
As we talk to you, Chief. Chief Andreu, how do you deal with this? When you're arresting people, do you start figuring out where their ideas is?
Look, they got everything ready to go, too. They got all the police, the fire incinerators. They got, you know.
Well, they're the ones that are causing the problem. There's no doubt in my mind. And I was happy to hear today that President Trump
is crazy.
Thinking of calling Antifa a terrorist organization, because that's exactly what they are. Another thing that I need to clear up is I retired as chief in February, so I'm at home.
Shut up, old man.
In 2 months, so but we need to clear.
All right, this is gonna really start breaking down here. There's a line of these cars. Watch this.
Protest peacefully, as they are allowed to do, and as they should be doing, to separate them from these people that are coming in to instigate. I saw some interviews yesterday in the local media here of some of the people that there's no doubt that that's what they're there to do. They're there to increase the chaos in Miami. And
okay, look at all these cars. What are all these cars lined up for?
Chief, well, you have to pardon me if I'm still calling you Chief, because you'll always be Chief in my book, whether you're retired or not. We're using your insight. I want you to help me talk.
Well, there's police right there.
We're now looking, it appears that someone perhaps has taken over that police cruiser.
There's police right there, but they just push that police. Look at, there's all police. But then at the end here,
but it appeared that someone hijacked a police vehicle, rammed it into another one. You can obviously see with your own eyes, there are now other protesters.
Look at this.
Clearly not peaceful, clearly violent protesters.
Hilarious.
Now going inside another police vehicle and trying to take whatever they
can. All right, now they're going to, everything's about to go ablaze.
Smashed out of the back. Chief,
why are those police not coming down and doing something about this? They're literally at the end of the line.
Play out live right here on the Fox News channel. How do you deal with something that started peaceful, and in fact, you're seeing one of the protesters just put a police cap on his head, and they're essentially mocking law enforcement. They're attacking the vehicles. They're just.
You can't tell me this is not partly. I mean. These images,
the police have to
you guys, this is live. These are the images that they're going to play over and over. I think this is the scene that they've wanted right here.
That's something that
this
they
is.
can allow, and the Miami.
Don't forget, there are tons of police officers, about 10 cars up.
The police building in downtown Miami, and that's something that you can't allow that to do. I also saw reports today where some AR-15 rifles were taken from police vehicles.
Look at, they're just acting with impunity right there. There are cops 50 feet away.
Mayor de Blasio in New York said that what he saw
50 feet away. If you keep going down that line, there's equal amount of cops.
You see in the front there, now there's a violent protester jumping and smashing on the windshield of a police vehicle. The second one's now on the hood. About 2 police vehicles back, they were just pouring something on the engine. And again, I don't want to speculate what they were.
Yeah, they're lighting that car on fire.
But there was a hood that was up.
I say it's live. I've already seen it and rewound it.
They were pouring something on the hood.
Whatever.
We don't know whether or not they're going to try to start a fire there.
It's 2 seconds behind. That's it.
Thank you for your insight. We're going to have a brand new hour here. In the meantime,
CNN's getting ready to pick it up any second over there.
Through that. In the meantime, we want to restart here as we watch these live pictures in Philadelphia. A brand new hour.
All right, thank you, Ed. I'm Sandra Smith. This is the top of a new hour. It is Sunday afternoon.
Okay, see, CNN just picked it up.
A live look in Philadelphia, days after we saw protests ignite over the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis.
And keep in mind, guys, they just announced a curfew for 2 hours from now in Philadelphia. Actually, an hour from now.
Ed just witnessed as he was talking to his guest The taking over of a police squad car. It was empty. It was
Guys, there
run down the street by
are
some of
police
those
officers
protesters
50
there
feet
and
away.
sprayed into another
They're
police
purposely
vehicle.
focusing
You see
in so you
people
don't see
around
where the
there
police
taking over
officers
these
are.
Squad cars live on our screens here. Obviously, we'll be careful with any further images that coming. This police car is now on fire. You can see the flames.
They had everything set
coming
up.
up as we speak. Yesterday afternoon,
I just seen the front of one police van. There was no license plate.
To control the crowds and the rioting there. There is vandalism. There is the taking over of property happening.
That guy's got bolt cutters and he's doing something with the bolt cutters. Like these guys are prepared for some reason.
It is remarkable to say the least. You can see one of these violent protesters has some sort of a cutting device where he's using it to rip open parts of the vehicle. Now this police van is being ripped apart. The one violent protester has a police hat on, just mocking the police, going into the car, taking some of their equipment, some of their uniforms. And I didn't want to speculate a couple of moments ago because I didn't know exactly what was being poured.
Look, show where the police are. Now the police have all backed up.
Now we can say with certainty that it was some sort of a lighter fluid because as you
all the police were right there.
It's not on one of those vehicles.
They were right there where those two cop cars are hit. There were 50 of them just 2 minutes ago.
And the second one there was smashed in. It was taken over by one of these violent protesters. It's remarkable because, Sandra, you're not seeing really police officers near there doing something to try to stop this.
And now they come.
There's now some sort of a SWAT vehicle. But before that moment, you haven't seen anybody.
They got all the footage they needed. Now bring in the SWAT.
I'm trying to point out what we have seen as far as officials on the ground, as far as the state, Philadelphia Governor Tom Wolf has signed an emergency declaration to assist the city of Philadelphia. The mayor there, Jim Kenney, has implemented a mandatory citywide curfew. That is in effect tonight. At 8 p.m. Eastern time, the curfew goes back into effect tonight.
Wow.
Obviously,
So that's probably why you see all these police cars burning everywhere. I mean, what the hell was that? Like, what was that?
What do they do as we look at this happening live on our
Look at this now. You could see the flames obviously engulfing that SUV with 911 on the back. It's clearly a police vehicle.
In my opinion,
right along Arch Street,
things were going awfully slow today compared to all the other days.
And the bottom line is,
and that's probably the kickoff right there. They're probably like, guys, there's not enough, enough protesters out here. Let's get this started. And now, looky here. There's something to talk about.
A whole series of police vehicles that were left there, presumably because police officials were maybe at a nearby street trying to deal with something else.
Listen, he's trying to make, even the report, the reporter's trying to make a story.
Engulfing this.
So funny. So funny.
It's a lot for our viewers to take in. This is
shut up.
Happening right before our eyes. And
You guys want this just as much as anyone else.
Is now asking for help from outside states. He's saying that
so there you have it. The police let it happen. They parked all the cars in a row. They left them unlocked.
And destroy property, and that's what we're seeing happen on our screen right now.
Yeah, and the mayor and other
they let them
Sandra,
set it on fire, and then they slowly chased everyone off as it was perfectly caught on film by the helicopter.
Signori, dalle immagini raffigurate in questi video possiamo dedurre che gli stati a conduzione Dem negli Stati Uniti stiano fiancheggiando le rivolte? Forse è il caso di capire cosa stia realmente accadendo, oltre alla propaganda propalata dai quotidiani e le TV del mainstream corrutto e manipolato da queste elite finanziarie. Qualcosa decisamente non torna, sia con la morte di George Floyd, che pare non essere stato ucciso per mano di un agente di polizia, tra l'altro attore e amico che lavorava assieme a lui in un locale per ben 17 anni, sia con le rivolte che si stanno manifestando in America per ovvi motivi. Che abbiano usato George Floyd o il fratello gemello e il poliziotto per incentivare l'odio verso la divisa ed istigare il razzismo nel mondo? Poniamocela qualche domanda, ragazzi. Fate girare questo video e commentate facendomi conoscere le vostre idee. Arrivederci a tutti.